Hey D, are you there? I'm just wondering if you had a quick second to chat with me about something. I just wanted to let you know that I was talking to my boss and it sounds like I'll be having these late nights going on for a while.
You're kidding me. I feel like I hardly ever see you anymore, Charles. What is going on at work that is keeping you so late there every single night?
I know, trust me, I don't want to be doing this any more than you want me to either. But there is just a lot of things going on with the company right now. Even some of our clients are getting sucked into the mess and it's just, ugh. Anyways, it's sounding like this is going to probably be a thing for at least another 2 weeks or so. And might not be able to talk to you as much throughout the workday.
I see. Well, that really sucks, but I guess if it's what your job is asking of you, then I understand. I suppose if you're going to be that busy working, though, I'll only try to reach out to you if it's an emergency, and otherwise I'll just try to let you concentrate. And then you won't have to worry about responding to any texts or anything like that. You'll just be able to focus on what you're doing and not have me distract you or anything like that.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your understanding. I really wish this wasn't the case, but it is what it is for now.
I understand. These things happen from time to time. Anyways, I hope that it all goes over well and that you can get back to your regular schedule soon.
Charles, are you there? I have something that I need to talk to you about right now. Oh, Todd, how's it going? I feel like I don't hear from you all that often. Is everything okay? We don't have time for that right now. Where are you? Well, I'm on the bus on my way to go meet a client right now, actually. But given your tone, I take it that this isn't the answer that you were wanting to hear. You bet it's not it. How can you be at work at a time like this? What's the matter with you, man? Sorry, I feel a little out of the loop. Is everything okay? Am I missing something? I don't know, you tell me. Unless you want me to just come out and spell it for you. But I really can't believe you're acting like nothing is going on here at all. Todd, I'm really sorry, but I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about right now. Did I do something wrong? Is everything okay where you are? What is it? What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? Please tell me that's just supposed to be some kind of messed up joke. It's really not. But if you could tell me what's going on, then that would really help me clear all of this up. Whatever it is, it sounds pretty serious to me. Of course it's serious. You're missing your parents-in-law's funeral right now. Did you really not know about that at all? I know that they're not your real parents, but I still would have expected you to be there for them and us right now. I really thought you were a better guy than this. But I'm sorry, I really had no idea. When did they pass? What do you mean? Are you seriously asking me that? I guess I am. This is seriously the first time that I'm hearing about any of this. Todd, I really am sorry for your loss. I don't know what else to say. You have to be kidding me, man. Are you telling me that you really didn't know that both my parents got sick and were in the hospital together? You didn't know about any of that? No, I really didn't. The last time that I saw them was a while ago, but they were not healthy. I had no idea they were in a hospital at all. Well, they both seemed to catch the same thing, and they were both hospitalized together. First, it was Dad's condition that worsened. It happened so quickly, and then he was just gone. And my mom followed him 2 days later. So then that's why the funeral is for the both of them. That's right. We're going to have the wake all through the night tonight, and then we're going to have the funeral tomorrow. I see, Todd. I'm so sorry. You have my sincerest and deepest condolences. I promise you that I didn't know a thing about any of this. It's okay. None of that matters now. But do you think you can come back here and be here for the wake and the funeral? Todd, I really want to be there now that I know all of this is happening, but, well, I guess I could talk to my boss about getting off early, but I still wouldn't make it back home until tomorrow. Wait, what? What do you mean? Why wouldn't you be making it here until tomorrow? I thought that you just lived 40 minutes away, right? Why would it take you that long? Well, it would take me that long because about a year ago I was sent on an extended business trip and I've been up in Michigan ever since. Hold on a second. You've been living in Michigan for the past year? Are you serious? Yeah, of course. Sorry, did Dee not mention that to you at all? Actually, now that I say that, I wonder why I haven't heard from her about this at all. Maybe she's just been so broken up about losing her parents. Wait, hold on a second. I think there's something might be up here. Up? What do you mean by that? Is anything else going on back home that I should know about? I know I'm far away right now, but I would like to be kept in the loop. Well, the thing is that I haven't actually been able to get a hold of my sister for a while now. Wait, you haven't been able to get a hold of Dee? But why not? I thought you guys kept in touch. Charles, I am really sorry to do this to you, but I think I'm going to need some time to confirm a couple of things before I tell you anything else. In fact, can I ask you for a couple questions about your work right now? Well, sure, I guess you can if you think it'll help with whatever's going on. Okay, so you moved to Michigan a year ago for work, is that right? Yep. I've been here just a little over 11 months, but basically a year at this point. Okay, so you've been living up north, and you've been in contact with Dee this whole time then? Yeah, pretty much, although we don't talk every day. But we do chat every now and then, and I'll leave her messages about what I've been up to or how things are going up here. Okay, that makes sense. And have you talked to her recently at all? Actually, now that you mention it, I think it's been about 10 days since her and I last sent a message to each other. You haven't talked to your own wife in over a week? Well, there was some serious drama happening up here with the company and some of our clients, you see. I was being kept late on overtime every single day, and I told Dee about it. She suggested talking to me less so that I'd be less tempted to text her during work. And so, since then, we haven't really said anything to each other. Got it. And that must also mean that the last time you two saw each other was a while ago as well, right? Yeah, I think the last time that we were in person together was something like 6 months ago when I managed to get some time off to visit her. So you haven't seen your wife in 6 months either. That's really tough. But it still doesn't explain everything because my parents were hospitalized about 4 months ago. But you told me that you had no idea that that had even happened to begin with, right? I'm really sorry I didn't hear about it, but it's true. I had no idea that they had been in there that long. That's okay. I think I'm starting to understand the picture here. Well, do you mind if I ask what's going on with your mind right now? Because I feel more confused than ever about all of this currently. Okay, let me try and explain it to you. So my dad died about a week ago, okay? I called Dee to tell her about it, and there was some guy who answered the phone. Although he said that he was you. But I take it that it wasn't me because I already told you I didn't know that this had happened, right? That's right. So this guy pretending to be you said that Dee wasn't feeling good and asked you to answer her phone. And then I told this guy about her dad and that was it. But now I understand that you and Dee weren't even physically together at this point, right? That's right. I don't remember a phone call, much less answer a phone call for Dee or talking to you on the phone. But now that I'm starting to put this together, I'm going to talk to my boss about getting permission to go home early from this. That might be a good idea. I'll do some more digging around on my end and see if I can't find anything concrete about what's happening. But anyways, I told this guy to tell Dee to call me back as soon as she was able to, and I haven't heard at all from her ever since then. Jeez, what do you think happened? I'm starting to get a little scared personally. I don't know. I tried messaging and calling her and have gotten nothing back. Now that I'm in charge of preparing the funeral, I've just been so busy. But I assumed that Dee just wasn't feeling good. I don't know, I thought maybe she had heard about Mom and Dad and just didn't want to talk to me out of grief, but now I realize that I hadn't actually tried reaching out to your phone to try and get a hold of her. And that's why you messaged me today asking where I was. That's right. So I guess now you're basically all caught up. Got it. Well, okay. I'll go and talk to my boss about leaving. I'm sorry that I won't be able to make it for the wake, but I will try my best to be there as early as I can for the funeral in case you need any help. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. The funeral starts at 1 in the afternoon, just so you know. Okay, then. I should have time to make it back and get myself ready for that. And I guess I'll try reaching out to Dee and see what she knows about this. Sounds good. I really hope that you can come through to her. Dee, are you there? You and I have something really serious to talk about. Please, Dee, this is an emergency. You have to get back to me right away. Did you know anything at all about your parents' funeral? The wake is tonight and the funeral itself is tomorrow at 1. You need to call Todd and get the details from him right away. He said that he can't seem to get a hold of you, but that he wanted you to know what happened because he needs your help. Hello? Are you there? Anyways, I'm going to try and head home first thing in the morning tomorrow to make it back. When you see these messages, please get back to me. Hey, Charles. I just wanted to thank you for all your help yesterday. Todd, of course. Anything for you and your family. I'm just really sorry that I couldn't have been there for the wake. It's okay. I know that you wouldn't have made it even if you tried. But anyways, I figured out who the guy was who answered Dee's phone was. Really? You did? Who the heck is he? Just what the heck is going on? Charles, I don't know how to tell you this. What is it? Is Dee okay? Please, I've actually been really worried about this. I think it would be better if you and I could talk about this in person. Can we meet up, please? Yeah, of course. I'll talk to my boss about taking tomorrow off and we can find some time to get to the bottom of this. Okay then. Let me know what time tomorrow will work best for you. Of course. Thank you so much for looking into this for me. Dee, you and I have got some serious talking to do.
Charlie, it's so nice to hear from you. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks since you and I last talked. Did things calm down at work? How have you been? I miss you.
I guess you can say that. Actually, I've already come back home.
Oh, really? I take it that this isn't just for a vacation, though, right?
Dee, can you tell me where you are right now?
Oh, I'm just out with a friend right now. We're just catching up. We might grab some dinner together or something. So I guess I might not be back home until pretty late, but you can just whip something up for yourself.
You're with a friend, I see. Well, did you talk to your brother at all?
Todd? What do you mean? Why would I need to talk to him? Did something happen?
I think it would be better if you just talk to him yourself.
Sure, okay. Charles, are you there? Please answer me. We need to talk about some things.
That's right. Like how you've been cheating on me with some guy from your class reunion? Have you really been away traveling this whole time with him?
No, wait, you don't understand. I promise. I had no idea about my parents or their funeral.
So you're admitting to cheating on me then? Because you didn't deny that at all.
Charlie, I'm really sorry. I was just so lonely without you. You were gone for a whole year.
I can't believe it. You lied to me this whole time and now you're making excuses for yourself? Well, you might as well tell me everything. Like, why didn't you know what was going on with your parents? And why did you tell this guy to pretend to be me on the phone? Your brother called you and thought it was me, and he told this guy to tell you about your parents. But I guess he didn't say anything, did he?
Well, you were right about us being on vacation, but it was my very first time going abroad. And my old classmate had been abroad plenty of times and said there was no point having a phone overseas, so he offered to hold on to it while we were away. He told me that he would tell me if anything important came through, but you didn't tell me anything, even after my dad had died. I guess he knew that I would want to end our trip and turn around, so he just kept quiet. He even blocked Todd. And by the time we had gotten back, he deleted all the messages about the deaths and the funeral and the missed calls and gave me my phone back.
I see. So that's why you had no idea about your parents.
I was so upset with him, I screamed at him for hours.
Oh, really? You were that upset?
Of course I was. He didn't tell me that my own parents had died. Isn't that just horrible?
But you hadn't even told me about them being in the hospital. Did you not know about that either?
What do you mean by that?
Todd already told me all about it. I know that they were in the hospital for months.
Right, but what about it?
Well, they were hospitalized while I was away for work, but I still didn't hear about any of that until they were already gone. I had to find out about your parents and your affair both from Todd.
But I'm done with that other man. You don't have anything to worry about.
You think you can just brush your affair aside like that? No. You and I are getting a divorce.
Wait, what? You can't be serious about this, right? Charles, both of my parents just died and I had no idea.
And you think that I should just ignore the fact that you were lying about your parents and cheating on me this whole time? I can't even with you right now, D. The next time you talk to me, it's going to be through my lawyer. I really can't believe that my wife thought she could just excuse herself from the fact that she was lying and cheating on me. At least my lawyer was sympathetic when he heard my story. He told me that he had seen similar cases like this where the wife had something bad happen to her and tried to get out punishment through crocodile tears. I told him I just wanted things to be over and to have my own life again. In the end, Dee and I were finally divorced and I did sue her for her affair. Even Todd took my side during those divorce proceedings. He was furious with his sister for her affair leading to her missing the funeral. Obviously, it's sad that Dee didn't know that her own parents had died, but she really has no one else to blame for this outcome but herself.
Hey, Jack, can you talk to Alice? I think, she should get married considering her age.
Huh? Why?
Why don't you understand? How old do you think Alice is? She's already in her late 20s. She's 28.
Alice is independent and responsible. I have nothing more to say. She grew up to be a wonderful woman. Let her do whatever she wants.
We have to do something before she reaches 30. Let me tell you, we women shine the most in our 20s. You're a guy. You don't know anything, do you?
If men are to judge, I think we know better.
Stop nitpicking.
If Alice doesn't want to get married, we shouldn't force her to. She'll find the right one soon, and we shouldn't meddle in her business.
Don't you want a grandchild, honey?
I do, but I also don't want to pressure her or anything. Even if you pressure her to get married, she's the one to make the final decision.
Alice's childhood friend already gave birth to her second child.
Good for her.
Her classmates and childhood friends are all getting married and giving birth. Alice should be doing the same.
It's her choice. If you annoy her like this, she'll feel more stressed and won't want to get married.
I knew there would be no use talking to you.
Then why did you talk to me about it in the first place?
I'll be in charge. I'm gonna make her get married. My friend actually told me about a nice gentleman who was finding a partner. She said he might be the one for Alice. Alice doesn't have a boyfriend now, does she? I'll arrange a date so that they can meet each other.
Wait a minute. Does Alice know about this?
Not yet, but I've already decided to make her go on a date. I can't let my friend down.
Aren't you being a bit selfish? Why do you want her to get married all of a sudden?
I've always been worried about her. I was always planning to get her married as soon as possible.
Really? You weren't this eager to make her get married?
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna arrange a date for her. Be prepared to meet her future husband, Jack.
Wait, we should ask Alice about this first. Who's Alice meeting anyways? Do I know him?
No. My friend who I hang out often with told me about this gentleman, so you don't know him. He's 45, but he looks pretty young. And he has his own company. Isn't it wonderful?
Huh. 45 years old.
Yes. Is there anything wrong?
He's about the same age as us. He's far too old for Alice. At least find her a better partner who's around the same age as her.
Why? I bet she prefers older men. She has a calm and gentle personality. She won't get along with young guys. He's the best match.
Alice is a fan of young male idols, though.
That's a different story. She'll love him, don't worry.
Elise, you have to ask Alice before you decide everything on our own.
Unless she agrees, I won't be meeting this guy. Oh, but I already told my friend that Alice would be meeting him.
What are you doing?
Jack, you have to understand, if I don't do anything, Alice would stay single for the rest of her life. Just believe me, okay? Her life is in my hands. Jack, are you there? Why aren't you replying?
I'm still working, Elise. I'll call you back later.
It's urgent. Alice is not answering my calls.
I bet she's still working, too.
She hasn't replied since yesterday. I'm getting worried. Do you think she's okay?
Yeah, I think she's perfectly fine. She called me this morning.
Uh-huh. Why hasn't she replied to me yet?
I guess she's angry at you. You took her to meet this random guy.
I need her to reply if she's gonna date him or not. He's waiting for her to make the decision.
I thought she said she didn't want to marry him. She just met him to make you happy, Elise. I think you should thank her for coming to the date.
I believe that this marriage is the best for her. He might be a little older than her, but they'll make a great couple. He was a nice gentleman, don't you think?
I don't know. To be honest, it creeped me out to imagine him being my son-in-law. He's over 40, but he treated Alice like she was as old as him. He said it was easier to talk to older women. That's not something he should say to her daughter who's in her 20s.
I think he meant to praise her.
If so, he's pretty rude and lacks consideration. Elise, Alice doesn't want to get married. You have to respect her choice. Tell him honestly that he wasn't the right one for Alice, okay?
It's best for Alice to marry someone older than her.
That's your opinion. It's up to Alice. You have to respect her. Stop doing whatever you want. She's a grown adult and capable of choosing for herself.
I'm just worried. I think it's best for her to marry someone rich. I don't want her to get married with a normal employee like you. I'm her mother, and I love her, and I don't want her to face any hardships.
Does that mean you faced a lot of hardships marrying a normal employee like me?
No, it's not like that. Can you tell Alice to reply to me as soon as possible?
I don't think I'll be any help.
Can you be a little more helpful?
You're acting weird recently.
How?
You suddenly started pressuring Alice to get married, and you also visited her room without telling her. You're being weirdly obsessive these days.
Really? Isn't it normal for a mother to worry about her child?
You're just worrying too much, in my opinion.
I'm worried about my daughter who's about to turn 30 but still hasn't found a good partner. All mothers would be worried in my situation, unlike you, who's uninterested in his daughter.
I'm considerate of her in my own ways. She works for a decent company and makes her own living. I think she's doing perfectly fine, and I'm proud of her. I told you the same thing last time.
You still have a job left to do as her father, Jack. You have to look after your daughter until she gets married. make sure to give her some advice about getting married, okay? She won't be able to find a better husband than the gentleman she met the other day. Jack, where are you? I thought it was your day off today.
I'm out to get my transcripts.
What transcripts? Like, transcripts of the family register?
Yep. Is there anything wrong?
Yeah, can you call Alice? I need you to call her right now. I can't believe she did it without telling us.
Did what?
She moved out of her apartment. Our daughter moved into a different apartment without telling us. You have to tell her that this is unacceptable. I arranged her a date with her future husband this week. I can't believe she just disappeared without telling me.
Oh, about that. I told her to move. Also, I won't be living with you anymore.
Huh? You told her to move? What do you mean?
You heard me right. Both me and Alice are breaking relations with you. I'm here to get my transcripts so that I can fill in the official documents asking for a divorce.
What are you saying?
Let's get divorced, Elise.
Why do you want a divorce? Your daughter is about to get married.
It's all your fault. Alice moved out and we're getting divorced because of you.
My fault?
We know everything, Elise. You wanted Alice to marry a rich old man for money, right?
Money was not the only reason. She'll live a happier life if she marries a rich man.
Elise, be honest with me. You're in debt.
What? What are you talking about?
Be serious with me. We know everything you've been hiding from us. Alice called me a few weeks ago. She said she was giving you money for the past few months. She called because she was worried that my job wasn't going well.
Huh?
I never expected you to ask Alice for help, telling her that we were struggling because my pay was reduced. I can't believe you've been asking Alice to give you $1,000 a month for financial support.
You're misunderstanding, Jack. I wanted to find the best possible partner for Alice, so I had to spend money to meet new people and maintain good relationships with them. You know, Alice has a pretty high salary.
Stop lying to me. Your reasons are ridiculous. I know you have a lover. You've been seeing him for more than 5 years, if I'm not wrong.
What are you saying?
You also withdrew some money from our savings for him. You got scared that I might find out, so you started borrowing money. But you still needed money, so you decided to ask your own daughter for help. You wanted her to get married with a rich guy so that he can support you financially.
No, he's not my lover. He's an investor who I'm close to. He's just teaching me stuff.
Stop lying, Elise. We have proof that you were having an affair with him.
What, proof?
I hired a detective to find out the truth. I'm divorcing you. Leave our house as soon as possible.
All right. I honestly don't care. He asked me if I wanted to get together with him. I always wanted to dump a broke employee like you. Bring me the divorce papers. I'll sign it for you.
No more excuses, Elise?
There's no point of making excuses. You two decided to leave me. I can't think of you as my family anymore. I don't need you in my life. I'm better off without you, Jack.
Elise, make sure you move out of the house by the end of the month. The new owner will move in soon.
Hey, Jack, I wanted to discuss about our relationship.
Our? You mean the relationship between you and your lover?
No, about me and you.
Me? We're already divorced.
But we were married for 30 years. We had our ups and downs. But we made a pretty good couple, don't you think?
I don't know. I always thought so, but I don't know now. You were cheating on me all this time.
I wasn't cheating, to be exact. I was never serious about him.
What? You said you always wanted to dump a broke employee like me. Aren't you getting together with him?
I never meant to say that. I lost my temper. I wasn't being serious.
Oh, I see.
Jack, I never wanted to get a divorce. I want to get back together with you. I want to go back to the old times when we loved each other.
Elise.
Jack, I'm so sorry. I know I hurt you a lot. But I promise never to betray you again. You will be the only one I love.
Are you stupid? Don't make me laugh.
Uh-huh.
You want to get back together because he dumped you, right? I'm genuinely shocked. You'd been cheating on me for so many years and even asked your daughter for money. How can you beg for forgiveness after everything you did?
Why do you know that I broke up with him?
Oh, don't you remember? I hired a detective. Your lover seemed to have several girlfriends. And he lied to all of them like he did to you so that they'll give him money. He sometimes lied, saying that his company went bankrupt. To sum it up, he's a fraud.
Why? Why didn't you tell me this when we got divorced?
Why should I tell you?
I was tricked and used for his advantage. You could have helped me out. You're a jerk. You knew that he'll dump me.
What if I knew?
You knew your wife was being tricked, but you never told her. How can you do this to me?
How can you do this to me? You were the one having an affair, cheating on me for so many years. I don't care if you were being tricked or not. And if you even forced your daughter to pay for your money, she could have saved all the money she paid you for her future. Who do you think you are? You don't deserve to be Alice's mother.
I tried to break up with him several times, but he always stopped me. Then he asked me to help him with his investments. I just couldn't dump him after I agreed to help.
Stop making excuses. I don't want to hear them. You not only were tricked by your lover, but also betrayed your family and took away your daughter's money, which makes you a horrible wife.
I'm so sorry. I want to say sorry to Alice for everything I did. Let me apologize to you too, Jack.
Stop it. You're a stranger now.
Forgive me. I was wrong. Give me one last chance. Please, believe me.
I don't think it's worth it. We can't think of you as our family anymore. You're free to do whatever you want now. My ex-wife had to pay for compensation money and the money she took away from her daughter, as well as the money she withdrew from our savings. After all the payment, she lost everything. She's still in debt, so she'll have to pay them back somehow. She still has a few $1,000,000 to pay back, and I'm guessing she might end up bankrupt. Well, it's not our problem anymore. She's a stranger now. Even if she begged for help, we'll never help her. Both me and Alice moved into somewhere new where my ex-wife is unaware of. I'm enjoying and relaxing life after my divorce. I've blocked her from my contacts, and my lawyer is in charge of communicating with her, So I'm living a very stress-free life right now. I plan to support my daughter who's following her dreams and continue to be a good father I always try to be. I will always be there for whenever she needs me.